Perfection's overrated, and chaos is part of the show. There's only one place to go. Half Decent Productions. When perfection's overrated and chaos is part of the show, there's only one place to go. Half Decent Productions.
That got tight off turn 4. Mr. Start will cut it in like it never went wrong. By the time we hit the replay, you'll forget what you saw. We ain't perfect, that's the deal, but the chaos,
that's real.
Half decent, turn it up, let it ride. Not the best, but we're damn close to fine. Half decent, hang on, we're holding on. If it breaks, we'll roll along. Half Decent Productions,
bring it on. Not quite
decent,
good enough. Hold tight,
decent,
that'll buff. We're dropping frames and cranking sound. Still the best show, not fully dialed down. Productions. It's not perfect, but neither are you.
Welcome back to Half Decent Productions. How's everyone doing tonight? We're back with the American Esports League, American Appalachian Esports League here. Roll the Dice 150 at Las Vegas. Let's hope these guys didn't hit the slots too much before they got out here in their cars. They're finishing up practice here as they have about 40 seconds left of practice. Then they'll jump over into qualifying and then roll on into the race. While they're finishing up, welcome in. As you can see, we're still here. Took it over, not giving it back. Like I said, still without Kyle tonight. Hopefully we'll have him back soon, as they should be getting everything wrapped up that he needs to help with. So hopefully we'll have him back next week. We'll find out next week. But for now, it's just me again. Kibby in the chat says, miss racing tonight. I heard you're at the Bruins game, man. That should be a fun time. Is this their last game or second to last? Because I know the playoffs start next weekend. I think they're trying to figure out what to do with the Penguins because they got the NFL draft in Pittsburgh, and then they're also hosting the first round of the playoffs against the Flyers. So that should be fun down there in the middle of Pittsburgh. All the chaos going on. As they're getting into qualifying. Ooh, that's bright. Let's go ahead and switch over to full screen here as these guys get ready to roll on out onto the track. We'll see who the first one out is going to be here shortly. But for now, let's take a second, look at our race info. Like I said, we got the roll of dice 150 at Las Vegas here. This is week number 5 for the American Appalachian Esports. The Gen 6 series here, presented by J&K Lift Services. They race Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. The current points leader is currently a tie between Dean Brummett and Hunter Gohagan. So we'll have to see if either one of them can get a better lead here on the other tonight, where it looks like Dean Brummett is here, but I don't see Hunter Gohagan on my list. There's a chance for Dean to go out there and take a commanding lead here. As we hop back over, you see we got Brandon Biddy out there right now. He caught a bad break in that truck race last night. Let's see if he can bounce back here tonight. Drew Kuhn out here in that number 21 Toyota, putting down his laps. Devin Black, he got 3rd in the trucks last night. Brandon Biddy going to jump up to the top of the leaderboard for right now. Devin Black putting down his first lap here. So far, we got Nicholas Marshall. He made his debut last week at Phoenix. See what he could do here. Drew Kuhn jumps up to that number 2 spot. Todd Morkvey jumping up to the number 3 here. You got Dana Ryan out on the track. He was last night's winner in the trucks. Raymond Bell putting in his laps. Jordan Kibbe, Jonathan's brother. Logan Joyner back here. Everyone trying to put in their fastest laps. Right now, Brandon Biddy put down both of his laps. He's currently sitting on the pole. No, Drew Kuhn jumps up and takes the fastest time here so far. I'll knock Brandon Biddy down to 2nd. Jacob Ainsworth currently in 3rd as he's putting down his 2nd lap here. See if that jumps him up at all. And it does. He will now take the pole position for the time being. Jacob Brownell going to put down, looks like he's done putting his laps in. Jordan Kibbe as well, as he jumps up to the 6th spot. Devin Black going to jump up to that number 2 spot with his laps. Raymond Bell going to jump up to 10th. As these guys are putting in their laps, I just want to say again, welcome in to anyone coming in. If you're here to cheer anybody on, make sure you let us know. If you're just here to hear me ramble on, I appreciate that too. As we are still just getting the week started, as it's only Tuesday, man. It's only Tuesday. Can you believe that? Feels like this week's been going on forever. But it is only Tuesday as we finish up here. So, like we said, this is our last race of the week here at Half Decent Productions, as we only do these Mondays and Tuesdays. Kibbe says, Sea Bear's on top. Let's see if they can pull one out for you. Big Bear says, hey, let's race. Well, we're waiting for you guys to finish up qualifying here, man. Once you guys do that, we'll get into it. So, looks like everyone just about put in their laps. You got Eric Sheffield going to jump up to that number 9 spot. Christian Putnam still putting in some laps. Matthew Hobbs here still putting in some laps. Ricky Howell Jr. looks like he's just now coming out of pit road. Jonathan says, soon to be Wednesday night too. Don't let him fool you. It most likely will not be me Wednesdays, but if the guy I was telling you about can work it in, you guys will be in great hands for Wednesday nights. Don't worry, I wouldn't stick you guys with an inferior broadcaster. Make sure we take care of you guys. So we got the 1.5 mile track of Las Vegas here. This track does make for some good racing. So So we'll see what these guys do. The track kind of narrows out a little bit going into the turns. Should make for some tight racing. Have to see what these guys can do out here. If he's quarter decent. He might be 3/4. He might be just about 3/4. As you see, got Ainsworth in that Toyota, followed by a Chevy, then a Ford, then a Chevy, then another Yoda, Chevy, Ford, and then it just rounds out Chevy, 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 Chevy. Got 15 put a lap in so far. Looks like we have about 19 signed up for tonight here at Las Vegas. Trying to make sure my voice doesn't go out. A little scratchy throat. That's never a good thing. So it looks like everybody's about finishing up their laps. Anthony Dobbins going out there putting down some more laps. Dean Brummett, we'll have to watch him to see if he jumps up the leaderboard here. He's usually got a pretty fast car in that number 07. Jack Daniels car. Good old Jack. And Anthony Dobbins is going to jump up to the top of the leaderboard with Ricky Howell taking that number 2 spot. Anthony Dobbins is going to jump to the top. And there's Dean, like we kind of thought was going to happen here. Dean Brummett going to be your pole sitter at the moment, unless Tyler Starcher or Dan Kopinski could come in and knock him off. Joey says, let's go Ray Ray. Got Raymond Bell sitting in 12th right now. Oh, look at that. Number 3 John Deere out there. It's a nice paint by old Tyler. I like it. That might be my favorite so far tonight. Got Dan Kopinski here in that 64. Looks like he's going to be the last one to put in some laps here. Let's see if he can jump up the leaderboard at all. And it looks like he's going to jump up to the 15 spot here with his time. So now we just wait for them to grid. Rose said, Dean! Yep, Dean's up there in the front where we kind of got used to seeing him. Ignore the skipping around of the tickers there. That'll all smooth out once we get into the race. We have come to learn. How's everybody's week going so far? Everyone have a good Monday and Tuesday? Ready for Wednesday? I'm ready for Friday. I know that. I want to get this week over with. Get to the weekend. Kind of sit back, relax a little bit. But for right now, we're still not even in the middle of the week. We got a little bit. Tomorrow will be the middle of the week. Call hump day. Just trying to fill some dead air here, so I'm going to ramble a little bit. I have a new paint job. No more, well, you know. I got you. Oh, man. We'll have to make sure we check out your paint here tonight, Jacob. As I can't see it right now because you're not on track, but once you guys get gridded up, we'll make sure we check out the new paint job. Since you got rid of the adult themes, we'll call it. We were talking about a little bit yesterday. We got the NHL playoffs coming up here soon. Anybody excited? Excited for the playoffs? You got the NFL draft also coming up next weekend. You got WrestleMania this weekend, if anybody watches wrestling. So a couple of weeks here packed with some good stuff coming up. All right, let's go ahead and get to this grid. As you can see, they're starting to grid up here. So once everyone gets out here, we'll start rolling through our grid and check out what we got. But let's go ahead. As soon as Jacob grids up, we'll go check out his paint job. There he is. Let's see what he got for us. Oh, he's in the Biddy premium coating paint. That's nice, buddy. Alright, let's go ahead, get our grid up here. See what we got on that row number 1. You got Dean Brummett and Anthony Dobbins. Row number 2 of Ricky Howell Jr. and Jacob Ainsworth. Row 3, you got Logan Joyner and Christian Putnam. Row number 4, Tyler Starcher and Devin Black. Row 5, here you got Drew Kuhn and Dana Ryan. Row number 6, here you got Brandon Biddy and Raymond Bell. Row 7 is going to be Jacob Brownell and Eric Sheffield. Row 8 is going to be Dan Kapiski and Jordan Kibbe. Row 9 of Nicholas Marshall and Todd Morkvey. And then row 10, all by his lonesome, is going to be Matthew Hobbs. That'll be your starting grid here for tonight. I don't know why it's saying that we have a caution out already. Okay, so they're going to just extend it here. Don't know if something happened that made them have to extend it. See, Christian Putnam's not out on the track, so maybe he had some issues and they gave him an extra lap to try to figure some things out. So Frank will lead them around the track again before they go green here. That is not the green flag, as we're still under caution. So you see SDK kind of wigging out a little bit from the having the extended pace lap here. But the lights are off on the pace truck. Oh, nope, they're going to extend it again. So, yeah, if I had to guess, I'm thinking something's going on with Christian Putnam, and he's trying to get something sorted out, so they're trying to let him get back out on the track. Hopefully my lap counter up there on the ticker resets once they go green. Hopefully they don't run out of fuel pacing around here. Maybe that's what maybe they're trying to run them low on fuel a little bit. Shake things up. I don't think so, but you know. So while they're still pacing around, let's go ahead. Let's zoom in on some of these guys. Check out what we got. See Dean Brummett there in first place. Let's see if we can get their position and team name up here. Alright, so lights are going to go out again. Ignore that green flag. We are not green yet. So Dean Brummett up there in the pole position. Anthony Dobbins to his outside. Jacob Ainsworth. You got Ricky Howell out here in that 46 with Devin Black up there. That's a pretty nice paint. I like that. I think him and Tyler Starcher got my favorites so far. Tyler Starcher got a pretty nice paint here in that number 3 car. Dana Ryan up there in that number 1. You got the Tasmanian Devil on the side. I like it. Drew Kuhn, Brandon Biddy, and Raymond Bell back here. Eric Sheffield back here in that number 11 Marines car. Jacob Brownell in his new Biddy's premium coating. Jordan Kibbe back here in that number 5 Dole. Dan Kapinski, my bad. Nicholas Marshall back here in that 39 Red Bull car. Got Todd Morkvey in the 033. And then Matthew Hobbs back here bringing up the back of the field in the 420 Goodrich car. And there goes Frank. So they are going green this time. Green flag it is. With Dean Brummett out front getting a good jump here, getting a push by his teammate, Ricky Howell Jr. They'll have 40 laps here in the first stage. Gen 6 cars look great. Yeah, dude, they look so good. I like the way they run too after we ran them for the first time. They were a lot of fun. I think these and the next gen cars are my two favorite looking cars. As you got Ricky Howe jumping out to the lead. Dean Brummett dropping back to third place here. Zach said, let's go Hobbs. You got Hobbs back here just bringing up the back of the field. Looks like these cars are pretty low out here. As you can see the sparks just flying off of these cars coming through the turns. Just dragging on that track. Oh, thought we were going to go 3 wide for a second there for the lead. But Ricky Howe able to hold him off with Logan Joyner holding that second position. Oh, a couple guys getting the wall there. So Ricky Howe taking a good lead here. Logan Joyner trying to close that gap. Dean Brummett, we've seen this from him before where he'll kind of hold back in the beginning of the races. And then you'll just see him come flying back up as he gets closer to the stage. Uh-oh. We got a caution out. As it looks like Matthew Hobbs goes spinning through the infield here. Looks like he's going to be the only one. Let's see if we can take a look to see what happened with Matthew Hobbs. So we take a look here at Hobbs. Oh, he gets tagged a little bit there by Nicholas Marshall and sends him flying through the infield. See him locking him up there to make sure he stays down. So that is what happened there. Back to live racing here. Hobbs trying to catch back up to that field. As we got our first caution of the night here on lap 5. Frank will get back out there, lead these guys around again, and Ricky Howe Jr. will be your race leader this restart. What's cracking? What up, Jason? How you doing, buddy? So for our Matthew Hobbs fans out there, he not starting too great as he took a ride through the infield. But hey, let's see what he can do here. We got a long race to go. What's everyone up to in the chat tonight? We said we don't have Kyle, so I gotta kind of ramble a little bit to keep the talking going. I don't have him here to keep me on track. It looks like a few guys are gonna bring it down pit road here early on. Looks like everybody except for a couple. Oh no, they faked him out. They came back out. I wonder if anybody caught the commitment line there. As everyone's like, oh yeah, let's follow the leader in. And Ricky Howe said, nope, back on the track. Let's go Cole Trickle. Kibbles without bits. That is true. It is just the one Kibby here tonight. Jordan Kibby going to be without Jonathan. He said, make it happen. Hey, we saw him get close last night. Let's see if we can make anything happen here tonight. Oh, no, that was Jonathan that almost won last night. Yeah, that was Jonathan in the 13 that almost won last night. I keep getting them a little mixed up. Driver update on the 3. The number 3 of Tyler Starcher currently in 5th place right now. So he is 2 spots up from where he started. So nothing's really changed too far here, as we only got 4 or 5 green laps in so far. And we had a guy go flying through the infield, so they had to slow him down and rack him back up. But if you're wondering how the number 3's paint job's looking, it's in contention for paint of the night here in that John Deere car. You can't pit, we're getting ice cream. When did we get ice cream? You see that's a nice John Deere paint there with the corn peeking out. So Frank turned off his lights. They are double filed back up here. Frank's going to bring it down pit road, and these guys are going to hit that restart zone and go fast and left. They're going to go real fast, real left, and they're going to do that about 143 more times. They're going to do that. Well, by the time they go green, it'll be 142 more times. Frank, my hero. Frank's everyone's hero, man. I want to be Frank when I grow up. We get him on board here with Ricky Howe. Right behind that Silverado that Frank drives around here. So Frank's off. Ricky Howe brings him into the restart zone. He gets a jump. He's going to go with a push from his teammate and Dean Brummett. Got a couple guys trying to make some moves back here in the back already. See some pretty tight racing so far. It should be a little bit tighter of racing than we seen last night at the Rock and the Trucks. These guys should be able to kind of stay grouped up. You can see these cars are real low here as they're just scraping along the track. You can see they go about 35 through that tri-oval. So things are going to start getting crazy in that tri-oval as this race progresses. Eddie is our guardian angel. I thought you were old man Frank. I'm not Frank. But speaking of Eddie, let's see what he's got for us up here in the Half Decent Broadcasting blimp as he gives us aerial coverage of this race. So you can see they're kind of splitting off into two packs here. This isn't a plate track, so it's not like they're trying to stay in the draft, but you don't want to fall behind too bad because it is hard to make up ground. As Dean Brummett's going to try to go around the outside of his teammate here and Ricky Howe to try to get the lead back. But Ricky Howe holding the inside for now. Back through the tri-oval, and Dean Brummett looks like he's going to lead that lap. Make sure I'm back on the most recent incident in case we get another one. As we take a look at our telemetry here of our race leader, Ricky Howe. Now that fuel is a very big guesstimate. I don't think it will even come into play here tonight, as the longest green flag stretch they can have is about 70 laps or so with the way that their stages are set. So we'll have to see if that even comes into play here, as you got Logan Joyner getting right up to the bumper of Ricky Howe. Take you down closer to the track here as we try to make some noise. So you got a group back there in the back trying to catch back up here. Back through the tri-oval, and Lucas Joyner is not letting Ricky Howe out of his sights here as he's staying right up on that bumper. So we'll get some different looks here for you. So we go to the cockpit of Logan Joyner here. As you can see, he gets right up on that bumper of Ricky Howe, trying to chase him down. And Anthony Dobbins trying to chase both of them. here trying to find some way, I'm sorry, Logan Joyner trying to find some way around Ricky Howell here. Anthony Dobbins coming up from the outside there trying to make something happen. So as everybody's just looking at the rear bumper of Ricky Howell here, as he is your race leader so far in this race. But so far, Ricky Howell, 3 lead changes so far, it says. As you can see here, stage 1 is going to be 40 laps, stage 2, 40 laps, and your final stage is going to be 70 laps here tonight for a total of 150 laps. Uh-oh! What happened here? Is it looks like a couple cars got collected here. Jordan Kibbe looks like he may have been involved along with Eric Sheffield as he's turned sideways down there at the entrance of pit road. See if we can take a look at what happened here. As you see Eric Sheffield. Oh, so you got a couple cars already around and Sheffield nowhere to go. Looks like 77 of Brownell went for a ride there as well. See if we can get a better look what happened to him here. So this is after it happened. So a couple cars involved there. The 77 of Brownell. The 11 of Sheffield involved. Let's hope they can get in there and get those repairs quickly. See if anybody's going to bring it down pit road here. We got our pit lane cam set up here so we can see what is going on if they do. See if they will bring it down pit road here, maybe just to get some tires. They definitely don't need fuel yet. As they once they go green, they'll have about 20 laps left. So they should have plenty of fuel, but see if anyone wants to take tires. So they're going to go in. Okay, they're going to commit this time to pit lane. Moderately okay productions. That's fair. You can see everybody coming down pit road here. And Dean Brum is going to have that #1 pit box, so that might help him get out here a little quicker. Let's see if anybody can get the jump on him and get out in front of him, or if he's going to be able to take the lead here. So there goes Ricky Howell. Logan Joyner coming behind him. So they will stay your 1-2 here off of pit road. We saw that last night in the trucks. A couple guys took advantage of pit road and were able to get out of the exit quicker than some others and were able to get up to the lead. We saw Devin Black do it at the beginning or end of stage 1, beginning of stage 2. But Jacob Ainsworth and Matthew Hobbs stayed out here, so we will see Hobbs up front for this restart. That could get a little dicey. Who is this girl calling the race? Never heard her before. You know what, Jason? You're banned. You're a moderator. Ban yourself. So Frank should turn out the lights this time around. And they should get lined back up here. Yep, there go the lights. They'll grid up 2 by 2. Only 2 buddy. So, with Matthew Hobbs starting up front here, this could get bad for the people behind him. Let's see if they just kind of run him over, or maybe he'll surprise everybody. Let's wait, see what happens here. I will not do something that benefits you. Yeah. That's fair. I'm used to it. So as they make their way around this 1.5 mile track again. Sorry, I had to get a sip of water there. You know, this talking for a while kind of messes with you a little bit, but we're good. I'm actually really curious how this restart's going to go with Matthew Hobbs up there in that 420 car. 34 is my hero. 34 is your hero, Logan Joyner. He was running second for a while, but these two up front stayed out in that last pit cycle. So let's see what happens here in the restart zone. And Hobbs just doesn't find the gas pedal, so Lucas Joyner is going to help him find it and give him a shove here. I think Hobbs just kind of fell asleep behind the wheel there. You love the harassment. You're doing a decent job. Appreciate you, buddy. So Jacob Ainsworth going to be your leader right now, but Ricky Howe on fresher tires going to run him down and pass him easily here on the inside, with Dean Brummett and Tyler Starcher close behind. So Matthew Hobbs just kind of moves up the track, kind of lets everybody by, but also kind of forces it 3 wide there. Jacob Ainsworth not letting the leaders go too far. We got a guy. Oh, we got a guy around. Oh, he's up into the fence. The 64. Looks like maybe Matthew Hobbs got into Kopinski there and sent him up into the catch fence. Let's see if we could take a look on what happened here. Yep, Matthew Hobbs just grabs the wall, grabs the 64, sends him for a ride up through the catch fence. Oh my. And then Hobbs takes a hard shot from the 26 as it gave him nowhere to go. Let's go back live, see if we can get in the cockpit view here of Kopinski and just take one more look at that from his view just to see how this ride went for him. Oh, and there he goes sideways, and he's flying through the air. He is Ricky Bobby. Oh, man, that was a little wild. See if we can grab you a couple more shots here of Matthew Hobbs. See if we can get this from his point of view. Take a look here as he sends him flying. You can see he comes up, just grabs the wall, and there goes Kopinski, and boom! Goes tumbling down the front stretch. And Raymond Bell had a front row view of that. Let's take a look at it from his point of view. As you see him back here, so he kind of gets to see the whole thing happening. And he's trying to get down and miss him. Oh, you see he blinked a little bit there so we get to see the whole thing. He's going to come down and get some repairs made. Ricky Howe Jr. back to your race leader here. Jacob Ainsworth behind him. He just wanted to go, wee, oh crap, a fence. Yeah, he definitely took a ride there. That is for sure. Let's see if maybe we can talk to Kopinski here. Let's see if he's anywhere in here. So right now, not seeing Dan in the Discord available anywhere, unless I think that might be him, but he doesn't have his name changed, so I can't really tell here. Hang on 1 second. I could check this way. We're gonna bring up his driver info. Yeah, I think that is him, Garage 570. So as he's getting some repairs, I think we can have a second to talk to him here. Garage 570 he is in. Dan, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, how's it going up there, buddy?
Oh, it's going pretty good up here, man. You went for quite a ride there. How you feeling?
Man, I've had just some rough luck at the beginning of this race. I had Sheffy get loose on the outside of me, give me a little bump on the side earlier. Had to catch back up, and then man, I don't even know where that came from. I'm in VR, my second race in VR, and next thing I know, I'm upside down looking at the crowd. You know.
Oh man, yeah, that had to be a hell of a view in VR. We looked at it from your cockpit view, and you definitely went spinning. It looked like Matthew Hobbs, the 420 there, grabbed the wall coming out of the turn, and it kind of turned him down into you.
Yeah, that was a man. That was a wild ride. That's definitely something in VR, for sure.
I'm sure, man. I just wanted to see how you're feeling after that one, and I'm guessing you already used up your fast repair.
Oh yeah, you know what? Thankfully, that was so I still have one left. Thankfully, it was earlier in the race. We've got a lot of time to make up for that. Let's just try to stay out of the carnage the rest of the way out.
I got you, buddy. Well, good luck, and hopefully we can talk to you here later on if you make your way back up there.
Sounds good, bud. Thank you.
Thank you. So you heard it from the man himself. It was a hell of a ride, he says. Back green here. They're going to go single file with Ricky Howell Jr., bringing them to the restart. Show him the pineapple under the sea. Jordan Kibbe. Kibbe back here in that number 10 spot. So he's looking at points right now for the stage if he could stay there. But you know he's going to want to make up some more spots here. We'll have to see what he's got for him. See if he can catch up at all and make some moves as he's getting back up to the field here. So he could probably move up here a little bit. So we got a good race going on for the lead here. Oh, the guy's getting a little loose. With Dean Brummett settling back into that second spot. But Logan Joyner not going to let him get too far. So lap 27 here of the Roll the Dice 150 at Las Vegas. Let's see who does decide to roll the dice and make some magic here in Sin City. As you see, Dean Brummett goes really low there through the tri-oval, trying to stay to the inside of Ricky Howell. Might have made a little bit of contact there with his teammate. I'm sorry, I can't talk today. Logan Joyner going to come back up to second now. And Anthony Dobbins going to make the pass for third. See if he makes it stick, because we got to deal with some traffic here. Thought maybe we're going to get a little bit of three wide action there, but they settled back in. Logan Joyner trying to make it hell for Ricky Howell in his rearview mirror here. So you see Ricky Howell he's looking on the telemetry here. He's about 3/4 throttle through the tri-oval right now. Just hear that car banging off the ground. These things are really low here. As you can see now, Brandon Biddy has introduced himself to the leaders. He's trying to fight Dean Brummett for that number 3 spot. Dean Brummett going to stay high through the tri-oval and try to get to the outside of his teammate here, Ricky Howell. As we take a look to see if the team roster fixed itself here. As you see, it says that Dean Brummett is part of Down South Racing with Ricky Howell Jr., but it's saying that he's with Phantom Racing. Got to figure out what's going on with that here. As you see the guys with no team. And then Brandon Biddy and that Biddy family racing. I know we got some guys rooting for Sea Bears, so let's see if we can see Jordan Kibbe here as we show his team roster of Sea Bears Racing. As it is just Jordan Kibbe here tonight. That is not right, I don't think. So I can see what's going on with my team's roster here. But Right now, we got a new leader. Dean Brummett found his way up to the front with Devin Black introducing himself up there as well. Running up into the second spot. Uh-oh. We got a caution out. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Not sure what happened here. So Nicholas Marshall jumped to the pits. So it does say that he crashed. Let's see if we can see what happened here. Not sure if he just... Oh, it looks like he just blew his engine. Maybe pushing it too hard and just... Yep. Up the track he goes, and that will bring out the caution. Yep, there go the caution lights there as he jumps to the pits. But Dean Brummett up here, your race leader. And we should have about 4 laps to go in the stage when they go green. As I don't think that'll be the stage. I think they only call the stage if it's within 5 laps of the stage. Well, if we don't see another yellow come out here after the pace laps here, we'll know that they called it stage there. And if that is the case, Dean Brummett would be your stage winner. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, as they are coming down pit road now. So maybe they are calling that stage. This is where it's really useful to have Kyle. Kyle has his ear to the track, and he can tell me what they're saying down there with race control. Hobbs said terrible luck tonight, but I don't know if that was terrible luck. You grabbed the wall pretty hard there on that second one and sent a guy flying up into the catch fence. See these guys on pit road here. Dean Brummett was able to lead them down and get that #1 spot, so he's gonna... But Devin Black, you always got to watch him on pit road, man. He is really good at getting out of there quick and grabbing a few spots. So right now he's going to come back out in second place. So we will have to see if they call another caution here in a couple laps for the stage. But with everyone pitting, I'm going to take a guess and say that that is probably going to be the stage. Not that one. Just happened. I'm in pits. Oh, I kind of figured you were in the pits. You had a pretty hard wreck there. I know that first one, man, you caught some bad luck and went flying through the infield, but now that second one, man, you hit the wall hard and then you sent a guy flying. You better buy that man a drink after the race. You done gave him a concussion. He's got CTE now. Motion sickness. That man had a family. You sent him flying through the air. So right now, your top 5 being Dean Brummett, Devin Black, Logan Joyner, Ricky Howell, and Brandon Biddy. Rounding out your top 5 here for this restart. He was in my way. No, he wasn't, Hobbs. You were in your own way there, buddy. There's no spinning that one. You put yourself in the wall, and then you might have killed a guy. Luckily, we were able to talk to him. He said he's pretty banged up, but you can add that to your resume. You sent a guy up into the catch fence here at Las Vegas. We all seen the replay, buddy. There's no getting out of this one. And green flag here with Dean Brummett running out front. So another strategy they could have been doing here, if that wasn't the stage, is getting fresh tires for trying to make a position for the stage, and then staying out when the stage break comes. Have to see what happens here. Lap 37, so the stage would be coming in 3 laps if we do have it. I need a sideline recording. You just hear these cars scraping. Oh, they're 3 wide. They're 3 wide as Brandon Biddy and Dana Ryan are going to surround Dean Brummett. Logan Joyner going to be your race leader at the moment. Devin Black and Ricky Howell Jr. fighting for that number 2 spot here. So it would be 1 to go this time by in the stage. So Dean Brummett, you see, fell back all the way to 6th place here. So 1 to go in the stage if that was not considered stage on that last break. We will see how it works out this time around. It's Devin Black and Ricky Howell fighting for position here for that number 2 spot. See if anybody can make a pass here on Joyner. Come through turn 4, back to the line. It looks like that last break was our stage, so Dean Brummett would be your stage winner there. We'll see if we could talk to Dean here on the next caution break. That'd have been a nice photo finish for 2nd place there in the stage, though. Brandon Biddy trying to make a move here to jump up into the top 3. Logan Joyner trying to widen his lead here. Joyner and Howell maybe made a little bit of contact there. So our next scheduled stage break would be lap 80. So Logan Joyner running out front. Devin Black and Ricky Howell Jr. trying to make it hard on him. Jacob Ainsworth trying to keep him inside. Brandon Biddy trying to do the same, trying to fight for position. Dana Ryan back here trying to get up into the top 5. Dean Brummett trying to make his way back to the front. You got Tyler Starcher back here in that number 3 John Deere. And you got Drew Kuhn and Anthony Dobbins trying to chase down that front pack, trying to get back into this thing. Got a couple of cars a lap down here. Looks like Nicholas Marshall and Raymond Bell are all laps down at the moment. Let's see, who's our biggest mover at the moment would be Devin Black, up 6 spots to that number 2 spot at the moment. Oh, contact there as the doors make contact between Devin Black and Ricky Howell. Logan Joyner is just having fun keeping him in his rear view at the moment. So Devin Black able to clear Ricky Howell here, take sole possession of 2nd place. And now his focus shifts to Logan Joyner. In the back of Logan Joyner, you can see Devin Black trying to get up there and make something happen. Oh, we got a caution. What happened? What happened? What happened? See if we got anybody around here. Dana Ryan looks like he was involved. Maybe Dan Kopinski. See if we can take a look from Dana Ryan. Maybe see what happened here. So Dan Kopinski here in frame. Okay, so it happened back. Let's go back live. At the Dana Ryan. Back to the yellow. See what happens. So there were 3 wide back here, and he kind of just gets pinballed around, and it gets turned up into the fence there. 3 wide here at Vegas usually isn't a great idea. Hopefully not too much damage there for them guys. Hopefully they can get back up there and fight back for position here. So this will be their 5th caution here tonight so far. As they're going to bring it down pit road here. Get some fresh tires. So you see we had 5 cautions for 13 laps so far. 6 lead changes so far. Tyler Starcher is going to stay out here and be your race leader when we come back to green flag racing. Let's see if we could talk to Dean here. See how he's feeling after winning that stage. Should be down south racing. Let's talk to Dean. Dean, how you doing, buddy?
Doing all right, buddy. How about you?
Not too bad, man. Hey, I wasn't sure if that was the stage break when you guys had that last caution, so I didn't want to pull anybody in yet, but it looks like it was, and you got your yet another stage win here in this Gen 6 series.
Yeah, I'm finding something that I'm good at, and that's winning stages for sure. I don't know. I think I maybe would have liked to have seen it go ahead and go to the 40. I'm kind of like, hey, that's what they called it, but you know they called it early, so we'll take it. It's definitely interesting out here tonight, man. I mean, tire saving's important, but it isn't important when you keep getting yellows. So it's gonna be a long night tonight, unfortunately.
It's how it's looking, man, and it looks like a couple guys are taking advantage of the pace lap, staying out here on caution. So we're seeing a couple of new leaders here throughout the race. Like right now, Tyler Starcher going to be up front for this restart. Is that playing into strategy at all with guys staying out here and taking the lead? You kind of staying back, just letting things happen?
Not really. I mean, it's one of those races where the car wants to be in clean air, so whether that's clean air off the top lane, clean air off the bottom, I'll find clean air where I can find it. And I mean, we only got a couple guys staying out here, so I don't really think that's their best business decision, but we'll see how it plays out for those guys.
I got you, buddy. Well, good luck the rest of the race, and if history repeats itself, we'll be talking to you again.
Well, I'm hoping you're talking to me, to Logan, to Ricky, all 3 of us with Down South Thunder Racing, and hopefully we can make this a team effort tonight.
I look forward to it, man. Get a whole down south podium.
That sounds good. You guys have a good night. We'll hopefully talk to y'all later.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Dean Brummett, your stage 1 winner there. So let's see how staying out here fares for Tyler Starcher and Jordan Kibbe. Will they get ran over, or will they actually be able to... Did they save enough tire to be able to run away from these guys? Let's see. As you heard Dean talking about his teammates Logan and Ricky, and all 3 of them are right there behind him, and you got Brandon Starcher, or I'm sorry, Starcher's your leader. You have Devin Black and Brandon Biddy back there as well. Green flag here. Starcher gets a good jump. So we've been seeing that outside lane kind of get a delayed start all night. As they're going to go about 4 or 5 wide here. Ricky Howe going to get up into the number 5. Tyler Starcher holding the lead for the moment, but here comes Logan Joyner as he's going to make the pass pretty easy here on Tyler Starcher. You can see the importance of having those fresh tires here. And then here comes Dean Brummett as well. Going to make the pass here on the inside as well. Those fresh tires can help you just grip the bottom of this track so much better. But let's see if Starcher can stay competitive up here in the front, being on older tires. Oh, we got a guy down the track here. It looks like Brandon Biddy. He's going to drop back a good bit here. As he kind of gets forced to the bottom of the track, he's going to rejoin without trying to mess anybody up. He's going to join the back of the field here. We got guys door to door right here with Tyler Starcher and Ricky Howe. They're going to make contact. Oh, big bounce. He puts him up into the wall. That's going to bring out a yellow. Tyler Starcher and Ricky Howe getting kind of tangled up there. See if we can take another look at that here. As you can see him coming down. So I think Dean was on to something here tonight when he said it's going to be a long night. I'm thinking it's going to be that way. See if guys kind of settle back in a little bit here. So while they're pacing, why don't we go ahead and go to just chatting for a minute. As you can see me here in the Fox studio. As we're just going to, have a little chit chat. Me, you, and the chat here. Like I said, I hope everyone's having a great week so far. If you're not having a great week so far, I hope it gets better for you. We're just here watching some good racing, and so far it looks like it's going to be a good battle here for this top spot as this race goes on. You got a couple guys going down pit road here. You can see them on the small screen. Heading down the pit lane. Just one guy there, Jordan Kibbe. I think he may have thought he should have went and got some new tires, so he's going to go get them now. As they're going to roll around this half mile again a couple times. Everyone make sure you wave hi to Frank as he goes by. Just give him a good wave. I'm going to send you guys back to the big screen here. So Logan Joyner holding on to this lead yet again. Teammate Dean Brummett behind him, and now their teammate Ricky Howe having to go to the pits to get some repairs made. Which gets Devin Black up there in that third spot. Need a cowboy hat? What do I need a cowboy hat for? Hobbs. Pacing around the track they go. I think the lights might be off on the pace truck. Nope, they're still flashing there. So they'll pace around a couple more times here. As we sit back, relax. Lights will go off this time around. They will double file back up here. Well, they should double file back up, I should say. Yeah, they're going to double file here. So you've got teammates in Logan Joyner and Dean Brummett there on the front row. I should have another new overlay for you guys next week that shows the top 10 running order. So we'll be able to keep track of stages better that way and restarts. I'll see if I can get that up and running for you guys here next week, so make sure you come back next week as we begin the week again with the trucks and the Biddy Premium Coating Truck Series. And then again next Tuesday, right back here with the J&K Lift Service Gen 6 Series. I think the trucks are at Bristol next week. See if we can take a look and see where Gen 6 is going to be at next week here. See if I can find it for you guys. Stand by. So they're at Vegas. So they're going to be at Darlington next week. That should be a pretty good race. And Martinsville the week after. So a couple short track racing coming at you here in the next couple weeks. And then Bristol. So you got a stretch of some pretty tricky tracks coming up here for the Gen 6 series. Green flag is back out here at Roll the Dice 150 Las Vegas, Nevada. So Logan Joyner, still your race leader. Dean Brummett behind. Devin Black trying to chase them down. We know he could be fast when it counts, as we seen in the trucks last night. Let's see if he can have the same results here in these Gen 6 cars. You got a couple guys getting loose back here in the back. They're going to go 4 wide. The guy's going to get turned around. And he's going to go down to the infield. It looks like they're going to stay green here for the moment, as Jacob Ainsworth is going to come through the grass, try to get back out onto the track. Oh, we got a couple more guys flying through at the front of pit road here, and that's going to bring out the caution. So a couple things going on there. Yes, that'll bring out our 7th caution here tonight. So as we take another look here, we've now had 7 lead changes, 7 cautions for 19 laps. Let's see if guys come down and get tires again here, trying to keep them tires fresh. Let's see, who should we maybe talk to here on this one? Sounds like somebody might be dragging something. So as we continue to go around here with some cautions, we throw it back over to the chat. What's going on with you guys? How's everything going? Let's have a conversation. We could take another run through of our field here. Logan Joyner, your race leader. Dean Brummett, we know we'll see him up there when it counts the most here. Devin Black, we know he can be quick, so we'll have to see what he does here as he gets closer to the stage and closer to the end of the race. Dan Kopinski, he's the one that he went for a ride there, and he has been able to make his way back up to 4th place here, so he must be feeling pretty good. Scroll through here, get a look at some paints. Ricky Howell Jr. able to be still out on the lead lap after his wreck earlier, so he's still trying to make up some ground to get back up to where he needs to be. Dana Ryan, your truck winner last night. See if he can sweep the series here. Kibbles bringing it home for the Sea Bears. Jordan Kibbe back here in that number 10 spot. See if he can make anything happen here. Because they should be getting ready to go green after this time by. Let me show the telemetry a little bit. Let's see, we're on pace laps here, so they're going about 60 miles an hour. Staying in 4th gear, trying to save some fuel. You can see there, Frank turned out his pace lights. So that means they're going to get ready to go green here shortly. We'll keep that telemetry up for now, so you guys can see how they go through the gears on the restart and things like that. So it looks like they're going to keep him single file here on this restart, which is usually always good news for the leader, because he's going to be able to get a little bit more of a jump, not having to worry about anybody on his outside. You can see there, Joyner went down to second gear. Matthew Hobbs crashed. How do you crash under caution, Hobbs? What are you doing, buddy? So they're going to get ready to come into that restart zone and fire off here. Logan Joyner, your race leader, bringing them to the restart. As you see, he gets through them gears here. Right on his bumper, as they're both kind of pulling away from the pack here a little bit. See if they keep this green to the stage here. For about another 18 laps here. iRacing, yes sir. This is iRacing. This is a league race here tonight for the American Appalachian Esports League. Running the Gen 6 cars here at Las Vegas. Oh, you see Kopinski got a little loose there. Down on the bottom, goes to the top of the track, but able to keep it good. He's able to keep the tires right side up this time. Let's see if they send the 3 wide again here through the triover. 2x2, kind of single file. So far, Dean Brumman's been chasing down his teammates all night. As you can see, they're all grouped back up again here. Ricky Howell Jr. found his way back up here. Devin Black able to get that 3rd spot. He's going to try to make a pass, though, for that 2nd spot and try to get that leader. Ricky Howell went low there through the trioval, so they're 3 wide coming through here. A little bit of contact there with Dean Brummett. So Devin Black able to take over that number 2 spot here, trying to chase down Logan Joyner. As we got 15 laps to the stage here. Again, welcome into Half Decent Productions here, as we're covering the American Appalachian Esports League Gen 6 series here, presented by J&K Lift Services. Roll the dice 150 at Las Vegas. And we got guys trying to roll the dice early here in this one, as we've seen our fair share of cautions. You see they're getting a pretty big pack back here trying to chase down Joyner. Ricky Howell able to jump back up into that 2nd place spot. He's trying to close that gap here. So far, Dan Kopinski is going to be your biggest mover here. He's up 10 spots to that number 5 spot here. So right now, teammates battling out for the lead. So you got Ricky Howell right on the bumper of Logan Joyner. He tries to go high, grabs the wall just a bit. As we take a look here from behind of Joyner. See Howell trying to get to the inside of him here. So you still have a good group here behind your leaders, still battling for positions back here. Brandon Biddy running in that 10th spot back here, trying to hold off Sheffield for that last spot to get points in the stage. Ricky Howe going to come to the bottom here to try to make the pass on Logan Joyner. It looks like he is going to clear him, as we have another new race leader here in Ricky Howe Jr. Devin Black catching back up here, trying to make something happen. He's going to go to the outside here of Joyner. Let's see if he can complete the pass. As Ricky Howe's kind of pulling away here with the lead. You see Devin Black and Logan Joyner here fighting for that 3 spot. Dana Ryan trying to make a pass for that number 3 spot. They're going to go 3 wide here. Dean Brummett, Tyler Starcher, and Dana Ryan. A little bit of contact sends Starcher up just a bit, but he's able to hang on to it. So some good battles going on back here towards the middle of the pack. A little bit of contact there with Anthony Dobbins and Dan Kopinski. Dean Brummett trying to make a move on Tyler Starcher for that number 5 spot. He's able to get it for the moment, but Starcher's going to take it back over here as they come through the turn. So out of turn 4, it is still all Ricky Howe Jr. way out in front. You racing, we all racing. I racing, you racing, we racing. So we got a good battle going on here between Dean Brummett and Tyler Starcher as they've been, oh, we got contact, the 33 and the 64, Todd Morphy and Dan Kopinski. Kopinski able to hang on to it though and save the slide. So still some good battles going on back here through the pack. This is Brandon Biddy trying to make that pass up into 9th place here. Not able to get Todd Morkvey on the pass, though. Anthony Dobbins trying to... Oh, we got another guy up in the wall. Looked like that was Brandon Biddy there, grabbing a bit of the wall coming out of that turn. So this is a good battle going on here for top 5. Tyler Starcher going to try to pass Logan Joyner. And he does. Logan Joyner may have drove his tires off just a little too much there, as he's now getting steamrolled for positions. Dana Ryan now finds himself in 2nd place here, trying to chase down Ricky Howe. But with 5 laps to go, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Some tight battles going on here still. Tyler Starcher able to jump up to that number 3 spot. Anthony Dobbins trying to run him down. Dean Brummett, Devin Black, Logan Joyner. All fighting for these top 5 stage points here. Four to go this time around. Dean Brummett, as we know, is usually very good in these Gen 6 cars. Just not able to find that same magic that he's had in other tracks. But he's going to make a pass on Tyler Starcher here for the top 3. But Tyler Starcher says, no, sir. I'm going to take it back. Ricky Howe Jr. way out in front, daring anyone to try to catch him. Dana Ryan running in 2nd. Tyler Starcher and Dean Brummett still racing hard for that top 3 spot here in the stage, as they're going to come around to 2 to go this time around. tight battle going on here. You got 3 people racing for that top 3 spot. And Dan Kopinski says, well, I might as well get in on it too. As he's now up into the top 5, trying to keep off Devin Black here for that 5th spot. Right now, Eric Sheffield would be your last guy to get stage points here, as he's in that 10th spot. Brandon Biddy trying to race him down. Last lap of the stage here. Ricky Howell Jr. way out in front. Dana Ryan, Tyler Starcher, your top 3 at the moment for the stage. And Logan Joyner and Devin Black trying to fight for that 4th spot here. Ricky Howell Jr. going to bring home the stage 2 win here, with Dana Ryan, Tyler Starcher, Devin Black, Dean Brummett, Drew Kuhn, Dan Kopinski, Logan Joyner, Eric Sheffield, and Anthony Dobbins getting that 10th spot for the final stage points here. So Ricky Howell Jr. was able to fight back from being in a wreck here at about the middle of the stage to get all the way back up there and grab the stage win pretty convincingly. Let's see if we can find Ricky here, get him in, see what was working for him there. Grab him out of Down South Racing. Hey Ricky, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How are you, buddy?
Not too bad, man. Hey, you had a little bit of unlucky moment there in about the middle of the stage, but you're able to fight back and get the stage win here. How'd that go for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got a good fast car here. Let me see if I can mute these guys. I don't know if y'all can hear them there or not. I think we got a fast car. We just kind of unfortunate there. We got into it with, I think, Tyler. We got a little door banging there going on, and then we got wrecked, but managed to make our way back up through it there and take the lead and pull away there a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely put a lead on these guys here coming down the stretch for that stage. Seems like tires are getting eaten up pretty quickly out here. The track not being too friendly to the tires.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely cooking the tires. That's the thing here at the start of the race. You know, I was leading up front at the start, but I was trying to save tires, man, and it seemed like guys are just full throttle, and it's going to show after 10 laps. Big time.
Yeah, I saw you fake everyone out there on that first caution. You were just about to go into pit lane, and you pulled a whoops on them there at the very end. I thought you were going to get a couple guys with it, but everyone seemed to be able to catch on quickly and pull back out there with you.
Yeah, I thought we was talking about actually maybe going, because I mean 3 or 4 laps on tires is a lot here, but we figured if we did, everybody would stay out and we was going to be caught in the middle of the pack.
I got you. Well, hey, you keep running fast like that, man. We'll talk to you here soon. I know Dean said earlier he's trying to get all 3 of you here on the podium, so let's see if you guys can pull it off.
Yeah, it'd be sweet if we can do it.
All right, buddy. Well, good
Hopefully
luck.
Talk to y'all here shortly.
Yes, sir. Good luck on the rest of the race.
Appreciate it.
Your stage winner there of Ricky Howell. You heard it from him. Tires go quick here. He even said the 3 to 4 lap run is a good bit on tires. So it wasn't so much of trying to fake guys out there to get them to pit. It was more of they made a last-minute decision to stay out. But it looks like if they would have pitted there, it looks like everyone was coming with them. So see how the rest of this race plays out for Down South Racing. So Ricky Howell's going to come out here and lead them back to the restart with Dana Ryan right behind him. As they're now in the final stage of this race. As they will go green with about 65 laps here. See if they can keep it green that whole 65 laps. Wait a minute, my math may have been way off there. It's going to be about 67 laps they will have here. That might be off as well. You know, we're just going to see what happens. I want to say it's about 67 laps they'll have, but we'll see. I'm not in any position to try to do math right now. It's been a long week and it's only Tuesday. So Frank has turned off his pace lights, which means he'll go back to his home on pit road here shortly. And then Ricky Howe will have control of the race in the restart zone. I was at 6-7. 6-7. Yeah, I thought it was 67. As soon as I said 65, I was like, wait a minute, that ain't right. But, actually, no, I might have been right. Might be. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. None of us are trying to do math here tonight. So, green flag back here in Las Vegas for the final stage. Let's see if guys have calmed down a little bit here. See if they can keep it green for these 65 laps or 60-something laps. Devin Black trying to get a run on that outside, trying to get by Ricky Howe here. Hopefully he doesn't drive them tires off too much, trying to make something happen too early here. Dana Ryan was going to try to go to the outside there. As Devin Black, now your race leader. We have another new race leader here tonight. Dana Ryan also going to make the pass, as it looks like Ricky may be trying to save some tire here. So Devin Black and Dana Ryan going to fight for that #1 spot here in the early portion of this final stage. Ricky going to get right up to that bumper of Dana Ryan, give him a little bit of a shove. Oh, we got a guy going around. That's Todd Mookby in that 033. Looks like he was able to save it there. He was able to save it, get back onto the track safely. We will have no yellow flag on this one. You see Dana Ryan getting a little loose there. So we heard from Ricky Howe himself say, you know, just a few laps on these tires can run them off pretty quick if you're being a little too aggressive. Wonder if maybe that's what we're seeing here from Dana Ryan, as Devin Black going to pull out here and have pretty sizable lead so far. But Ricky Howe and Dana Ryan kind of running them down a little bit. I'll be curious to see if we have any green flag stops. If it stays green, if anyone will pit under green here to try to grab some tires. That'll be interesting to see, as you can already see guys getting a little loose coming through these turns. So tires will play a factor here late in the race. You got Jordan Kibbe back here in the 16th spot, battling with Nicholas Marshall, Todd Morkvey, as we seen go sliding just a little bit ago, trying to catch back up. So you get you some different camera angles here. Dana Ryan able to get right back to the bumper of Devin Black here. Dana Ryan looking to make it 2 nights in a row. He won in the trucks last night. They won it at Rockingham, and then they made the trip all the way out here to Las Vegas. They made the trip out here, and they're trying to definitely not waste it. As we see Anthony Dobbins jumping up into that top 3 spot as well. Drew Kuhn making his way up here. Dean Brummett, Brandon Biddy, Logan Joyner back here. So we got some tight racing going on here in the middle of the pack. Devin Black and Dana Ryan still battling for position here. Anthony Dobbins and the rest of the guys behind these two are loving seeing them battle it out this early, as they're going to drive off their tires a little quicker than everybody. Trying to stay out ahead of each other. But so far, Devin Black took that lead, and he is not looking back here. There coming through the turn. Tire wear going to play a huge factor here in this final stage. So if it goes green, who's going to be able to save the best? Who's going to go down and stop and have tires? As tires continue to wear, though, I feel like we will see a few cautions come out here as guys drive off these tires and get a little loose coming through the turns. Devin Black is up 7 spots into that number 1 spot here. Oh, we do get a caution here. Let's see if we can see what happened. I don't see anybody around. Not sure what caused the caution to come out there. See if maybe we can look towards the back of the pack here. Go back to when the yellow flag came out. Let's see if we can see what happened. Oh yeah, you see Logan Joyner just get spun up into the wall there, and that is what's going to bring out your caution. So Devin Black, I'm assuming everyone's going to come down here and grab tires. We saw guys getting a little loose there on the run that they did have on the tires. They had about 10 laps on those tires. Yep, here they come down pit road. So again, as we seen last night, Devin Black is pretty good at getting off a pit road quickly here. Let's see if he can use that to his advantage here. So Drew Kuhn is going to stay out here and be your race leader. Let's see who gets off pit road first. So you see Devin Black pulling up there, and he is going to get out in front of Ricky Howell, I believe. Yes, Devin Black he is very good at getting off pit road quickly without speeding. So that's going to shoot him back up into second place here, as he's going to start on the outside of Drew Kuhn. So we have another new race leader here in Drew Kuhn. See what he can do here. He's going to be on older tires, so we've seen so far tonight these guys get steamrolled that stay out. Let's see if it happens again, or if maybe Drew has something for him here. As everyone finishes up their duties on pit road. So lights are out on the pace truck. They're going to go double file here for the restart. Drew Kuhn, your race leader. He's up 8 spots to get there. Let's see if he can figure out something that no one else could and get a good restart here on the older tires. He's got some fast cars behind him that he's going to have to try to defend. Again, welcome in to Half Decent Productions here, broadcasting the American Appalachian Esports League, the J&K Lift Service Gen 6 series here. They're in week 5 of their season here at Las Vegas. So there goes our pace truck driver Frank, and Drew Kuhn will bring him to the restart zone, as he's going to get a pretty good jump. Like I said, he's on order tires, so these guys are going to be able to stick through the turns a little bit better here to try to run him down. It's a pineapple. As you can see, Ricky Howell there just able to go past him pretty easily on that outside. And Devin Black also going to be able to get by him here, as these guys are all on new tires. We got 3 wide back here with Brandon Biddy, Anthony Dobbins, and Dana Ryan. Dana Ryan up into the wall. Oh, we got a big wreck going on in the back. We got a few cars around back here. Oh, so yeah, that's going to collect a few. So some of the mid to back of the pack guys here got collected. He's going to bring out the caution. So it looks like Jacob Ainsworth, Todd Morkvey, Raymond Bell, Jordan Kibbe, maybe Jacob Brownell all involved in that. Devin Black gets back to the race lead here, as we will rack him up and try again. So now they will come back green here with under 50 to go. They're going to pace around a little bit. You shouldn't see too many guys other than the ones that were involved in that wreck go down the pit road here, as they only got about 2 to 3, maybe 2 laps on those tires. I just noticed that I have Steam notifications, but I wanted to make sure I turn those off. I've never noticed those before popping up. So yeah, you will see Drew Kuhn decides to go down and get some tires this time around. He's going to go get some tires. Logan Joyner probably going to get you some tires, maybe a little bit of repairs. Jordan Kibbe going to come down and get repairs. Jacob Ainsworth, repairs. Raymond Bell going to grab some repairs here. So if the pattern continues, they should be single file. Excuse me, they should be single file on this restart. Let's take a look here, see what we got. We have 10 cautions for 29 laps here tonight with 13 lead changes. We'll have to see after the race and our post-race just how many of those lead changes came under green flag. I'm guessing probably half of that, if I had to guess, would be under green flag conditions. We've had different race leaders. As you can see there, we have the race progress as well. So a couple of pretty good green flag runs going in here. Let's see how they fare after they get them back out there. After they get them racked back up and ready to go. So lights are off on the truck. They're going to stay single file here. And they're going to come out and try again on this restart. So we've talked about our biggest movers getting to the front of the pack. Right now we have one of our biggest fallers here. Logan Joyner is down 13 spots as he's going to go out there and try to fight his way back up to the front. But to do so, he's going to have to drive them tires pretty rough. Have to see what he can do here. I have to see if Devin Black can fight off. Excuse me. I told you, man, this has been a long week already. But Devin Black is going to have to fight off another restart here with Ricky Howell Jr. behind him. There goes Frank. And here comes Devin. To the restart zone, and green flag we go. As Dana Ryan gets a good jump coming up on the outside of Ricky Howell here. Anthony Dobbins, we saw him win at Coda in these cars. He's trying to add an oval victory to his arsenal here. Dana Ryan trying to make it 2 in a row, trying to chase down Devin Black. That the glare off of Anthony Dobbins' car when he comes through these turns sometimes, man, you'll see the front of his car. Almost looks like he's got some headlights, but we all know race cars don't need headlights. Now say it with me, because the track is always lit. Thank you, Lightning McQueen, for teaching us that. Always got to get a Cars reference in, man. I mean, just watching NASCAR, it has to happen. Oh, we got Dan Kopinski up into the wall a little bit there. He's able to keep it clean, though. Is there 3 wide back here? Tyler Starcher was going to send it 3 wide between Dean Brummett and Brandon Biddy. Thought the better of it, but he still stuck 3 wide. Dan Kopinski and Sheffield here. I'm sorry, that was Sheffield that got in the wall, the number 11, not the 64. Their cars look pretty similar from the front. You got a good little battle going on here. Pretty good battle going on for the lead as well. Dana Ryan trying to chase him down. John said, "Don't drive like my brother." Well, how's your brother drive? I feel like we're not getting the full story here. So Dana Ryan going to go to the inside of Devin Black here and try to make the pass for the lead. And right now he is out in front. And he will have the lead maybe. No, Devin Black is going to keep the lead on this lap. Oh, you're bringing in a Cars reference. I got you. I'm sorry. That just took a second to click. I got you. Don't drive like my brother. Don't drive like my brother. I see what you did there, John. I got it. It took me a second, but I got it. It's not very often I miss a Cars quote, but it took me a second. We came around. We came around. We got it. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for dropping that. That was kind of a deep pull for Cars references there. Oh, yep, we got Cars. Oh, man, we got a couple guys around. Lucas Joyner involved again. Not looking good for him. Raymond Bell involved. Drew Kuhn got involved in that as well. So it looks like quite a few guys here. Let's see what exactly happened here as they come across the line. Logan Joyner gets into the back of Jacob Brownell there, and it just kind of sends a chain reaction. Oh, few cars. Todd Morkvey also involved there. Might be some mad drivers after that one, as we've seen Raymond Bell in the pits a good bit here tonight. Not necessarily of his own doing, but just getting unlucky, getting caught in some of these situations. So, chat, since we're on the topic of the Cars movie, I got a couple questions for you guys, chat. One, what is your favorite Cars movie? 1 through 3. And anyone that says 2, we might have a problem. But what is your favorite? No judgment, there might be a little bit. But what's your favorite one? And what's your favorite quote from any of them? I want to see some answers popping up in the chat for those questions there, as it looks like everyone's going to bring it down pit road here. Get some fresh Goodyears. Get some new Sunoco fuel. You see, you got Ricky Howe kind of pushing Dana Ryan down pit road here, telling him to hurry the hell up. Let's see who's going to have the best jump out of pit road here. My money would be on Devin Black to have a good jump out here. Maybe jump back up to the lead. Tyler Starcher going to be the first one off pit road. Devin Black able to hold second place here coming off of pit road. So Tyler Starcher wins the race off of pit road, and he's going to be your race leader here coming to the restart. Oh man, chat, we don't have anybody naming their favorite Cars movie or favorite line. Well, I have to say I'm disappointed. That's alright. We roll on. If anyone thinks of it later on, just let me know. We can always come back. I will always come back to talking cars. So Frank out here with them lights flashing. He should turn them off this time around. And they should double file back up and get ready to go here. So as I said earlier, here at Half Decent Productions, we broadcast 2 nights a week. And they are both for the American Appalachian Esports League here. We do their Monday nights in the truck series, the Biddy Premium Coating Truck Series. And then we come right back here Tuesday nights with the J&K Lift Service Gen 6 Series. Do some dank wheelies. Go wheelie fast. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Go wheelie fast. You can always count on you, Jeff, to come in and say something that makes me laugh. So they're double filed back up. They're going to try this green flag thing again here. Tyler Starcher being your race leader. This time he has fresh tires. See if he can use those to his advantage here. Green flag is out at Las Vegas. And Tyler Starcher gets a good jump. Let's see who runs him down here. Ricky Howe right to the bumper. Dean Brummett right to his bumper. Anthony Dobbins trying to get to his bumper. Kapinski trying to get to his bumper. And there's Devin Black sticking his nose in. So Tyler Starcher kind of goes up the track here in the turn, but able to hang on to the lead as he's able to slam the door on Ricky Howe. Dean Brummett going to take advantage and try to stick his nose in there for second place. The King, you have more talent in one lug nut than a lot of cars have in their whole body, but you're stupid. I like it. I like it. Thank you, Stephanie. Oh, we got a car around. It looks like Sheffield in the 11. Oh, it looks like somebody may have gotten into the back of him. They're going to stay green, though, as they're able to kind of keep it off the track. Looks like the 10 of Putnam involved in that as well. You got more talent in one lug nut than a lot of cars have in their whole body. Oh, thanks, Mr. the King, but you're stupid. Gotta find yourself a good crew chief and a good pit crew. I think that's how that whole conversation went down. So Ricky Howe back out to the race lead here. Dan Kopinski getting to the back bumper of Tyler Starcher. Dean Brummett going to try to take advantage here, stay low, and he is going to take over the lead here. Dean Brummett to the front. Oh, we got some contact as they went 3 wide. Dan Ryan able to hang on to it. Oh, we got another door slam. Brandon Biddy looks like he got into the door of Dan Kopinski. No yellow flag here as Kopinski's able to get it back under control after slamming the wall pretty hard there. Looks like he definitely has some damage. He's pretty slow here. Going to get down to the apron and probably bring it into the pits. It's unfortunate. Kopinski fought back from a big wreck early to get back up there, and that's going to be unfortunate for him as he's going to fall back a good bit here. Devin Black trying to make a move on the outside of Ricky Howell here. Tyler Starcher with a big run on the outside of Dean Brummett with Brandon Biddy right behind him. I tell you what, man, a lot of these guys' names, they all start to run together when you're trying to say them quickly. Devin Black going to hit him with a cross up here as he's going to try to stick that nose out, and right now he's going to take the lead. He's going to get a shove from the number 3 of Tyler Starcher. Oh, we got a little bit of contact. Ricky Howell and Devin Black. About to go 3 wide back here with Dean Brummett. No, Dean Brummett's going to fall in line here. And look at that. We got Jordan Kibbe coming back up to the front of the pack here. Hobbs, I'm guessing you're trying to say you got DQ. I'm pretty sure. I think they have an incident limit. And if I had to guess, you probably well exceeded it, buddy. Ricky Howe got a little loose there off of exit. Dana Ryan going to come right up to the bumper there. See everybody trying to chase down Ricky Howe right now. Ricky Howe trying to fight off Dana Ryan. Dana Ryan wants that back-to-back wins here. He made the trip all the way out here from Rockingham to Las Vegas. He does not want to waste it. Dana Ryan going to take the lead for the time being. Is he going to hold it across the line? No, Ricky Howell Jr. is going to hold the lead here for now. Good battles forming here up front as we're coming down to 25 to go. Oh. Don't know how we switched to crank, but hey, I'll never be mad switching to a crank cam. We got Ricky Howell Jr. trying to keep Dana Ryan behind him, but Dana Ryan not making it easy here on Ricky Howell. Man, I tell you, Ricky Howell just has such a racer name. Such a race car driver name. I love it. If he wins this race and we talk to him again, I gotta make sure to mention that. Chat, make sure you remind me of that. So Dana Ryan trying to get the pass on the outside here. Dana Ryan gonna make the pass for the lead. Ricky Howell Jr. coming back on the inside though. Let's see who's gonna be the leader for this lap. Ricky Howell Jr. is gonna hang on to the lead for the moment. Devin Black gonna go to the bottom, send it 3 wide here, coming through the turn. Coming through turns 1 and 2. 3 wide they go. Dana Ryan's got a nose out front. Ricky Howell Jr. getting right up on that quarter panel. Ricky Howell going to be able to make the pass here with Brandon Biddy right behind, trying to make something happen. So very good battle shaping up here at the front with 25 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Dana Ryan and Ricky Howell have been battling these last few laps. So let's see what we got here as they come across the line. Here come the leaders. So you got some new faces up here towards the front for tonight. Trying to see what they got for Ricky Howell, but that car has been very fast all night. And that number 46 Days of Thunder car. As you can see, they're kind of single file back out here for the time being. Devin Black doesn't like that, though. He's going to go to the inside of Dana Ryan trying to get the pass. So we've seen a couple incidents with Brandon Biddy and Devin Black last night in the truck. Let's see if that carries over to the Gen 6 here tonight as they're winding down these laps. So we heard Dean Brummett say he wants to see an all down south racing podium. Right now, one of them is doing their job. Unfortunately for Logan Joyner, he is down a few laps here. Let's see if they can go 2 for 3 though. As so far, Down South Racing has swept the stages, with Dean Brummett winning stage 1, Ricky Howell Jr. winning stage 2. Devin Black trying to get to that bumper of Dana Ryan, which is going to push Dana up more towards the leader here a little bit. So Devin Black not trying to play this follow the leader thing. He is trying to make something work here. Just hasn't gotten something to stick so far. Devin Black again trying to get to that bumper of Dana Ryan. Dana Ryan trying to chase down the leader. With 19 to go, you have to wonder who's trying to save tire for this final push and who's saying, you know what, forget about the tires, I want to win. Ricky Howell Jr. with the little bit of lead that he has there has the advantage, able to kind of hit his marks a little easier and maybe preserve some tire here. We can take a look at the telemetry here. As you can see so far, not really going full throttle. Not really backing off the throttle too much either though. Brandon Biddy making the pass for that number 2 spot. There's a good battle forming back here in this pack behind the leader. But you know Ricky Howell's looking in his rearview mirror, liking that they're all battling back there because it's going to keep him off of his tail. So here comes Dana Ryan closing that gap. And you just see he backs out of it there, not to get into the back of Ricky. Devin Black doesn't like that, and he just stays in it and tries to get around him here. Devin Black says, no, we're not backing out. We're going full. Oh, they make contact. Devin Black sends Dana Ryan up to the wall, which is going to leave the door wide open for Dean Brummett to take the number 2 spot. So coming down to 15 to go this time by when they cross the line. So Ricky Howell able to take advantage of that incident between Dana Ryan and Devin Black and able to extend his lead here just a little bit. So you see now Dean Brummett and Anthony Dobbins fighting for that top 2 spot. Tyler Starcher trying to get involved. Devin Black able to get back up there. And Jordan Kibbe running in that 7th spot. Let's see if he saved anything here for the end. Maybe some late race fireworks coming at us. So coming down to 13 to go here. Ricky Howe got a nice lead out here. He's going to be looking for his teammate and Dean Brummett to kind of hold these guys off and let them walk away with this thing. You see, they're not really gaining too much ground on them here. Good gap between first and second here. But if we go green for these final 12 laps, the tires are going to become a big issue. Safe to say. As you can see, Ricky Howell is going to be coming up on some lap traffic here. It sounds like somebody just blew an engine. Who is that back there that they're going to be catching? It's going to be Dan Kopinski, so it was not him. I'm trying to look through here to see, maybe we can see who blew their engine. Ricky Howell Jr. going to bring them around in the lead, coming around to 10 to go. You see, they're still catching up to that back traffic coming up. We'll have to see if that causes any issues. Devin Black was able to recover. He's in that fourth spot at the moment. Anthony Dobbins trying to drive that car as hard as he can to chase down Ricky Howell here. And as they still are catching up to this lap traffic, we'll have to see if that becomes a factor here as we're under 10 to go. Devin Black kind of slides up in front of Dean Brummett back here. Your top 3 at the moment, Ricky Howell Jr., Anthony Dobbins, and Tyler Starcher. But Devin Black trying to chase him down and get that top 3 spot back. He finished 3rd in the trucks last night, so you know he's not trying to do it again. He's going to try to chase down these leaders. Just don't know if he's going to have enough time to do it as there's 7 to go here at Las Vegas. So lap traffic gonna be an issue here as they're catching up on Drew Kuhn. So they're making up space on him. We'll have to see if he kind of just pulls out of the way and lets him go, or if he's gonna make some trouble for our leaders here. Looks like he's gonna stay at the top of the track here, let everyone go down around him. Ricky Howell jumping up in front of him, maybe trying to use him as a shield here to hold everybody else off. See Anthony Dobbins able to also make the pass. And he has closed that gap on Ricky Howell Jr. Make for an exciting finish here as they got 5 to go. Looks like Anthony Dobbins is going to be the only issue that Ricky Howell has to defend here. You can see he closed that gap by quite a bit. So 4 to go this time by. And Anthony Dobbins right on the bumper now of Ricky Howell. He's going to make a race out of this thing. Ricky Howell now going to have to try to drive a little harder. Anthony Dobbins trying to go down to the inside of Ricky Howell here as they're coming around. 3 to go at Las Vegas. As you can see up there in the race progress, this is their longest green flag run of the night. So this is the longest they've had to go on tires. Anthony Dobbins just waiting to pick his spots here. So you see Dean Brummett, the closest to him, with Tyler Starcher right there with him. Might have 2 of the 3 from down south racing on the podium. We'll see what happens here. 2 laps to go. Ricky Howell Jr. trying to bring it home. Anthony Dobbins going to try to make trouble for him. You see he gets in on him just a little bit, but then he lifts to try to not run through him. They're going to collect the white flag this time around. Anthony Dobbins not going to be as friendly as he may have been earlier on. Oh, he grabs the wall a little bit there. That's going to help Ricky. Ricky's going to be able to extend that lead just a little bit as they're coming down the backstretch for the final time. Mama, I want to go fast. Ricky Howell's going fast, and he's been going fast all night. Anthony Dobbins going to try to make a final push here as they're coming out of turn 4. Ricky Howell Jr. is going to hold on to it and get the win here at Las Vegas. Your race winner, Ricky Howell Jr., followed by Anthony Dobbins and Dean Brummett in 3rd. Tyler Starcher going to get that 4th spot. Devin Black in 5th. Jacob Ainsworth, Dana Ryan, Brandon Biddy, Jordan Kibbe, and Nicholas Marshall going to round out your top 10 here tonight at Las Vegas. Ricky Howell Jr. said he had a fast car and he planned to be up here. He definitely made good on that promise. So as we're going to watch Ricky here bring it down to the front stretch, do a little burnout for the crowd. He's going to whip that thing around over there in the front stretch. Go do a burnout on the dice, Ricky. You earned it. Ricky Howell Jr. definitely had the fast car here tonight, man. Just no one had nothing for him. Kibble's keeping in the top 10 for Sea Bears. That he did. Jordan Kibbe got that 9th spot. Trying to keep his team in the points race here. There he goes. He's burning it down. Let's see if he runs it till it blows up here. Let's see if we can find Dean Brummett. Got our podium winners up here. With Ricky Howe Jr. coming in first, Anthony Dobbins in second, and Dean Brummett in third. Let's see if we got anybody waiting. We do not. Let's see if we can find our third place winner and Dean Brummett. Dean, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, buddy. How about you?
Not too bad, man. I'm telling you, we're getting real used to talking to you up here.
Well, I wish it was talking to me here in about 5 minutes after 2 other drivers, but what a good night here for the team. Ricky winning, me third. Awesome run to the finish. I wish the rest of the race could have been more along those lines, but sometimes you're not going to get that all the time. But very, very happy to come home with a third. Really started there in the last 5 laps. Lap times were starting to gain back on those 2 guys. I thought I might have a chance to catch them, but it was so weird. It was like you'd make a run and then a parachute would come out, and then you'd make a run and then a parachute would come out. So by the time it was over, all said and done with, I will gladly take a third.
I got you. I definitely noticed that here. It seemed like guys were, really making up ground and then all of a sudden just dropping back. I wasn't sure if that was the car doing it to them or if they were just trying to save their stuff. But right now in the chat, someone said Dean driving like indulged in too much of his sponsor at the end there. Maybe hitting the Jack Daniels.
No, car drove all right. I mean, there was a few times I was like, oh man, this thing's handling really good, but just it was so sensitive to the right side of the car and the arrow on it that you get down in there too much, and it just really wanted to push. So a lot of throttle control tonight. Once the tires kind of wore in just a little bit, I was able to do some things to make it rip the top side, and that's why, like I said, right there at the very end, I pulled in half a second in the last few laps on those guys. Them racing and doing that too, it helped. But yeah, like I said, overall, we'll take third. Happy with it.
Yeah, never too bad to be on the podium. And you kind of showed us all here tonight you are human. You can have, even though it's still a top 3, it's still an off race for you. But this Las Vegas track, kind of a tricky one. And
yeah, I don't so much look at it as an off race. I mean, Las Vegas is honestly a track I've kind of struggled at. And, I mean, the thing is, man, it's like we're all out here having fun. Like if I know I've had a really good first few weeks, but I don't get upset when somebody else beats me. I'm happy for the guys. Like I'm happy for anybody who finishes well, who gets a good race, whatever. As long as whoever's at the front is racing clean, not causing any problems, and we're actually going through and racing, I've got no problem with it.
That's always good to hear, man. You got some of these guys that do take it super serious, so it's always good to hear, when you got the guys that just want to come out here and have fun and just have a good time with the guys that they're racing with. That's what this league racing's all about, so it's always good to hear someone have that outlook on it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, hopefully we can get some of these green flag runs in a little more for the future, have a little bit more fun. And where are we going next week? I forgot. I have no idea.
I think you guys are at Dover or Darlington next week. I was looking at it. I'm going to say it was Darlington. I think you guys are going to next week. Okay.
Well, we ran really good there in the truck, so we'll hope to repeat what we did there.
I got you, man. You got any shout-outs before we get you out of here?
Yeah, just shout out to Ricky and for winning tonight, and Anthony for giving him a heck of a run to the finish. Shout out for Raymond putting the league on. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting, and as always, shout out to my wife for putting up with my buffoonery here. So I got to go in here and rescue her from a feral 2-year-old. So we're going to go in here and do that.
I got you, man. Right before I let you go, though, I was asking the chat earlier, what is your favorite Cars movie out of the 3 of them?
Probably the first one. I don't know what it is, but just that scene, the opening scene, like I could probably watch that 100 times up until the opening song ends. It's just it really caught the feel of what stock car racing was in 2003, 2004 when they were building it.
I got you, man. Well, I appreciate you. Appreciate you following along with our silly questions here, and we look forward to talking to you again next week.
Hey, we thank you, buddy. Y'all have a good night.
You too. See you.
So-
Alrighty. Anthony, I see you in the chat, buddy. No interview. I can respect that. Congratulations on the P2 finish, though, and we hope to see you up here more often, buddy. So with that being said, let's get Ricky up here. Your race winner. Ricky. Ricky, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How you guys?
Not too bad, man. Hey, you said it earlier. You had a fast car, and you definitely proved it here tonight, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been due to win a race. I think one got away from us last week at Phoenix. I think I led about half the race there and felt like I had the fastest car there, and then got in trouble. Just seems like it's been the downfall this season. Been fast every week and somehow mess up on pit road or something and get back in the back and just get my fenders banged up before I get back to the front.
I got you, man. That's kind of a whole part of it, though, ain't it?
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Just got to figure out how to wait it out. Maybe after tonight we figured something out there. I felt like I could have won the truck race last night. We went to the back like 3 times, and every run we was two tenths faster than the guys leading it. Just leading with 15 to go. Had a tough break there again last night.
I got you, man. Well, no tough breaks here tonight, man. You won our stage 2, and you showed everyone why you won stage 2 and went out and won when it mattered the most.
Yeah, I wanted to save tires a little bit more than I did, and I knew that last restart right there that they was going to be pushing really hard. So I pushed more than I should have. I was still cracking a little bit, and I knew after like 6-7 laps they were going to come back to me, and they did. But I knew that I'd still ran harder than what I'd want it to. So when Dean when I think Dean got, I don't know, him and Anthony was right there together near the end, and they was coming. I told Dean then, I was like, y'all probably gonna catch me because I had to run harder than what I thought. I had to run harder than what I wanted to. So I'm sure y'all got better tires than me. And Anthony run me down there at the end. He just, when he got to me, it just that arrow push. I don't think he could do anything with it once he got there and got that push.
Yeah, he clipped the wall just a little bit on exit of the tri-oval, I think it was, and I think that's what gave you just what you needed to get that little bit of a gap to run home with it.
Yeah, he was definitely faster right there. He had a little bit better tires than I did there. He saved a little bit more on that last run, and I knew he was coming. I was hoping when he got to me that the arrow push, especially on these older tires, was going to affect him a little bit.
I got you, man. Well, congratulations on P1. You got any shout-outs you want to give here tonight?
Yeah, just congrats to Dean there on third and Anthony on second. Appreciate you guys for broadcasting for us. I'm going to have to go back and watch the broadcast now and wake the wifey up and be like, "Look, you need to watch it right now." No, I'll tell her tomorrow. She's asleep. I'll get her to watch it tomorrow.
All right, man. Well, sounds good. Congrats again. And before I get you out of here, I was asking chat earlier, what's your favorite Cars movie out of the 3?
The favorite one it's got to be the first one.
The first one. That seems to be
Yeah.
the going choice here.
Yeah, I definitely think it's the first one.
A good old classic. I don't know what they were doing with the second one, but they saved it a little bit with the third.
Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, they're all pretty good. But like you said, first, then the third, then second.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you for putting on a hell of a race for us, and thanks for playing along with our silly little questions here.
Yeah,
And,
anytime. I appreciate you guys.
yes, sir. Congrats on the win, and go celebrate with the wife once she wakes up, and hopefully you guys enjoy the broadcast when you watch it back.
All right, appreciate you.
Have a good one.
Have a good night.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for us here tonight. But before we go, we will take a look at our race results. See what exactly went on here tonight. You see your top 3 there: Ricky Howell, Anthony Dobbins, and Dean Brummett. Your hard charger tonight is Jordan Kibbe. He was up 7 positions in that number 5 spot for Sea Bears Racing. Most laps led was Ricky with 77 laps. Your fastest lap tonight was Christian Putnam, and pole position was Dean Brummett. We had 16 different green flag lead changes with 8 different leaders. So a couple guys there trading back and forth for the lead. Not too bad here. They did their scheduled 150 laps for 228 miles is what they went around here at this mile and a half. So as we run through our order here for the last time tonight, we got Ricky Howell coming in first place here tonight. Anthony Dobbins, Dean Brummett rounding out your top 3. Tyler Starcher, Devin Black, Jacob Ainsworth, Dana Ryan, Brandon Biddy, Jordan Kibbe, Nicholas Marshall, Drew Kuhn, Christian Putnam, Dan Kopinski, Eric Sheffield. Matthew Hobbs somehow was able to find himself in that 15 spot. Raymond Bell, Jacob Brownell, Logan Joyner, and Todd Morkvee rounds out in number 19. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it. We'll try to catch up on chat here a little bit. Number 1 got a bad deal in this race. Yeah, unfortunately he did. He got kind of ran into there. Unfortunately, just something that happens, especially, with these internet races. You got guys trying to win. It's unfortunate. We were rooting for him here tonight. Since he won last night, I thought he was going to maybe pull off 2 in a row here. But it definitely happens. And it's unfortunate. But I'm sure he'll be back next week with another fast car ready to go. And we'll definitely be here to cover all the action here at Half Decent Productions. So make sure you catch back up with us on Monday, 8 o'clock for the Truck Series, and then Tuesday again right here for Gen 6. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, everyone have a great night. I appreciate you guys that hung around, participated in chat. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Thanks for watching these guys run around in circles. And until next time, we'll see you later. Good night.